Okay, so next we have is process design. So what is process? The conversion, the transformation process of your production. Okay, so let's see. So what it involves, decision encompasses the selection of process, choice of technology, process flow. Simple, like what is the design or what is the how your process is going to be. That's what we have, a different set of production. So depending upon the product, you will be having a decision in terms of what kind of technology is going to adopt, what kind of production system is adopted, and the process flow of analysis in the analysis with respect to this. So how feasible it is, how efficient it is in terms of process design, how best we can get the product or services produced. So I have, there are four areas in terms of decision making: process focus, and repetitive focus, and product focus, and mass focus. See, process focuses, so these are the four areas where we need to focus in terms of process design. So processes, see, now there is a picture which explains you the service concept. First you need to understand what are the desired service experience. That's what need identification comes in place. So service packages, so how you're going to make sure what are the elements where you're going to introduce as a service to your customers. And the performance specifications we have, so how you're going to execute your ideas or how you're going to execute your services so that it reach your customers. And designing the specifications, so what best you can design the flow of services to your customers. Okay, so if I take example of a movie theater. So earlier we had going to malls and purchase, you have to go physically purchase a tickets for that. But nowadays you have a system where you can book it through your mobile, internet. Yes, you have apps which helps you to book all the tickets. Yes, so once you go with this e-tickets with the system, you get a special entry, or like that system is there, and you might get free, so snacks with that, like that designs of that services, so which is that makes your service different. Okay, and then delivery specification, so how you're going to deliver them, what are the aspects where we're going to focus in terms of delivering your services to them, services or products to them. So that's what is the design is all about in terms of service design. I have service in the sense, service is one of the product. Okay, so that's what is, this is an idea. Like in the same case, if it happens for product design, process design, so how you're going to say your raw materials is going to flow in different, how you're going to have a plan how your production process is going to be in place. So that's what is, first is the decision making area is process focus. So how you're going to, we need to focus in terms of the process, the flow of materials into and production process. And repetitive focus is there are certain areas where you need to be focused in terms of multiple interruptions, in terms of maintaining those processes, following, and those aspects has to be focused. And then product aspect, so product aspect has to be kept in mind, and then you have to design your process. Then mass focus, whether the production is customization is the process has to be customized, in the sense it has to be adopted according to the necessity of the production process. And mass focus is all about whether the production is all about mass, in the sense producing at large volume. Yes, mass is all about a large quantity being produced. Yes, and mass customization also same way, like whatever the available technologies or equipments is, we get it, but we need to make sure that we customize those systems so that we can adopt it into our production process. Okay, so this was all about process design. Going back to the main chart, we have production planning and control. Okay, so see, as we were discussing earlier, we have to planning and controlling with respect to production is a very important aspect. Okay, main functions of planning is again planning, okay, routing, scheduling, dispatching, follow up. So these are the main areas we need to focus in terms of production planning and control. So first you need to have a proper plan. Routing is, directing them to a proper channel, your policies, your strategies, yes, communicating them to your departments with respect to your plans and policies, and scheduling in the sense, see, you need to know when you need to purchase supply, when you need to acquire your raw materials, when is the raw materials is going to involve in the production process, when you are supposed to dispatch your final products, when how the inventory management has to be happen with all the duration planning with respect to the scheduling of your production flow that has to be managed, and then dispatching with your final products to your customers, okay, and then follow up. So you need to get the feedback. Follow up is what the feedback with respect to your customers, or delivery, or say transportation facilities. So whether the transportation were able to reach on time or not, such kind of follow-ups has to be made. Whether the production is in what I would say is an actual expected standard. Yes, the actual expected standard, you have a set of standard being framed in terms of policies and regulations for your production unit. So you have that, and you have communicated that, and you scheduled your production plans and everything. So you have all the aspects set and standardized in order to produce effectively. And then the same has to be have a follow up in terms of controlling them, so that we make sure we are into an efficient production unit. Okay, yeah, so this was all about production planning and control. So let's move back and see what is the next element or the area of decision for production operations managers. Okay, so we have quality control. Okay, so quality control, yeah, let's see what is quality control. So we discussed in earlier sessions. Excuse me, what the call? What the hell? Class under the caller chosen. Okay, yeah. So we were discussing on quality control. Yeah. So what is quality is, the quality where we define as a set of requirements which is expected by our customers. That's what they say. So see, there is a set of expectations from the customers, and there are set of standards being set by production unit, or say operations managers. So we need to produce as a production unit, so we need to match the set standards of organization and the required standards of customers. That's what is, we say quality control. So quality control may be defined as a system is used to maintain the desired level of quality in a product or services. That's what I said. So desired aspect of customers as, and desired standard levels of that product, which is set by an organization. Okay, so it helps, the quality control is very important in terms of all these aspects what I'm going to discuss now. So why it is very important, and why all the policies and the control is very much important in terms of quality of the product. So it helps us to grasp it improves the company's income by making the production more acceptable to the customers. So it by producing the good quality of product, we get more customers, we are able to satisfy our customers. So by that, it helps us to, in terms of increase in sales. So when we have an increase in sales volume, so automatically it has an relation with profit. Okay. Yeah, so these are the areas where we can say quality is providing long life, greater usefulness, and maintainability. Okay. Yeah. To reduce companies cost through reduction of losses due to defects. See, I meant there is a set of standardized elements with respect to quality where a company has set them. So to make sure the system is, the operations managers has to have decisions, or has to have a strategy where we produce less defects. Defects are really not helpful for any business organization. So it adds cost to you, because if you have a defect product, you need to have another plan. So in order to maintain that waste, that is, that is converted as a waste for your production unit. So that is nowhere, use, that is nowhere considered for sales, that product. So that is, you have a defect, you have a waste to as that lies as a waste in your inventory. Again, that you need to have a plan B in order to maintain those waste with you. So that is, that incurs cost with respect to your production process. So you need to, quality will help us to reduce the losses during the process. Yeah, that is due to defects. To achieve interchangeability of manufacture in large scale production. So interchangeability in the sense, see, quality is how, okay, okay, interchangeability of manufacture in the sense, if there is any system or any equipment has to be interchanged in the sense of, a production or a production flow, then the quality will help us, this term will help us, in terms of an interchangeable. So to achieve the interchangeability of manufacture in large scale production. So what if, say, we have multiple products producing at the same unit, we have a byproduct producing same in the same unit, and we need, different there is a system where, we need to have certain changes in terms of the equipment and all those elements. So quality control aspects and these policies would help us to have an interchangeability aspect on to achieve it in an efficient way in manufacturing. Especially it is helpful in large scale production. Okay. Moving ahead, we have to produce optimal quality at reduced price. Okay, so this is one more aspect. See, as I mentioned earlier classes, the quality is an aspect, where your simple thing is, it has an ability to satisfy your customers. Okay, so that's the reason we need to really not focus on what the like whatever the available resources, just not be included in it. We need to make sure what is required and what is the standard set. We need to adopt our resources according to that, so that we give a good product with a reduced cost per unit of product. Okay, so that's what is all about optimal quality. And next we have to ensure the satisfaction of customers with production and services with high quality level. So this is, you having a standardized level of your organize of your product, setting up standard aspects with respect to your product quality, which will help you to satisfy more in terms of customers satisfaction. Okay, so that's, having a quality control aspect in your organizations helps you to satisfy more with your product in your customers. Okay, so and moving ahead, we have to make inspection prompt to ensure the quality. So quality control aspects and these policies would help us to have an inspection in the sense, the evaluation of the production with respect to quality. So it will help us, understand and evaluate the production and the product, so that we produce quality products which is required by our customers. And to check the variation during manufacturing. So when you have the proper evaluation system, proper inspection system at your production area, so it will ultimately help you to identify the variation, or the differentiation, the moving beyond the standard set for the production. Okay, so when you see that differentiation, when you see that, a mismatch in terms of standard production and the exact production, so the actual production quality, so you can have, wherever you see the variations, automatically if you see the, as in when you see the difference in the standard quality of production and the actual quality of production, so if you see it is under standard, then you can see, you can adopt a required policy to that, you can have a relevant action towards that changes. So that's what this quality control system will help us to evaluate as and when required in the production system. Okay, so this was all about quality control.